Welcome to Broadway. When you think of some of the best performers that New York has to offer, you can't help but think of Broadway. And when you think of Broadway, you usually think of this part of Broadway, Times Square area, also known in Manhattan as Midtown. One thing you sometimes hear are the terms Broadway and off-Broadway. Off-Broadway plays tend to be cheaper. They usually have less known actors, although usually not less quality. So don't be turned off by an off-Broadway production. Many Broadway shows got their start off-Broadway, so it's an excellent opportunity for you to catch what might become a hugely popular show later, before it's quite so popular and before it's quite so expensive. Now, when we think about buying tickets for musicals or plays, some of you may well have bought yours online before coming to New York, and that's great. But if you're on a bit of a budget, the best place to come for tickets to musicals and plays is the TKTS booth. That's what I'm about to show you right now. Located right by the steps in the heart of Times Square is the most famous TKTS booth. There's discounts anywhere from 20 to 50% off the regular price, so if you are on a budget, it's a great place to come. And the first thing you're going to do when you're in the TKTS booth is look at their board. That'll give you a list of all the shows that are playing for that night, along with whether they're a play or musical, and the percentage of discount that you'll get if you buy the tickets that day. Here's an example of the board. The other thing that's really important to keep in mind is that there's 3 lines. A lot of people get in the wrong line by mistake. There's 2 lines for musicals. Those are the crazy long lines. Yep, the line is still going. On the other hand, the Play Express line has nobody in it. If you are going to come down to TKTS, keep in mind that the line opens every day at 3 o'clock, but that doesn't mean the line starts at 3. It's what time the wickets actually open. So if you want to make sure to get the play or musical of your choice, then make sure to come down here nice and early to get in the line. Probably around 1:30 if it's for a really popular musical and you want to make sure that you get your ticket. So it's 3 o'clock every day except Tuesdays when it opens at 2 p.m. That's for evening shows. It also opens on the weekend at 10 a.m. if you wanted to get a matinee show. While many shows do allow for credit cards as payment, some of them don't. So if you want to make sure to guarantee your ticket, then bringing enough cash is a really good idea. In terms of discount tickets, you can sometimes get discounts online, and of course there's the TKTS booth, which we've already talked about. If, however, you are approached on the street by someone who is claiming to sell tickets, that they just bought an extra one by mistake, or that they have an opportunity for you to buy a really cheap ticket, do not buy it. There's a warning from the theater about buying counterfeit tickets. So the only discount places you can really get tickets are at TKTS, online, and sometimes at the theater itself. The day of the performance, they will sometimes be letting some seats go, often single seats, for less money. You can check with your individual theater for that possibility. So now you've got your tickets. You're probably looking for a place to eat. The restaurants closer to Broadway are going to be slightly pricier, and many of them will already have added in their gratuity, usually between 15 and 20%. So the benefit of going to a restaurant close to your theater is that, of course, they'll know that you're going to the show, they'll probably speed up their service accordingly, and you'll already be right there. If you want to save a few dollars, though, going a little farther from your theater, farther away from Broadway, is the way to go. Just eat a little earlier and then go to your show, usually between 7 and 8 p.m. Now that you've bought your tickets and saved a little money, I hope you have a great night on Broadway.